Tim, you say it.
No.
You have to say it.
It's not my line, it's your line.
You better have season tickets.
Thank you. We've been asking, I think, since November about the comfort level, but the fact that there is so much familiarity in end of game where every possession is the importance of every possession is magnified situations, are you seeing the payoff of that in a lot of ways?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, certainly from a comfort and confidence standpoint, when it gets in those moments of truth, I've said this before, at least we understand what our package is, what we're trying to do, how we want to execute. We've had so many reps and film sessions and teaching points and walkthroughs and practices, shoot-arounds of, dealing with a lot of those 2-minute drills, which has really been, I think we've all gotten better from that, including the coaching staff. We just have to continue to grind and figure out, how to win some other skirmishes during the course of the game. I thought the second half we were much more competitive, active, even if it wasn't necessarily always going our way, but the disposition was much better, defensively in that second half. The activity level was good with both units, which is important. And we're slowly starting to score, put a few more points on the board, which is a good thing.
On the last play with Bam, basically defending a 2-on-1.
Yeah,
Kessler behind him. Can you play that any better?
Yeah. That's Bam, at his finest right there. It's a broken play. It is a 2-on-1. If you don't play it right, if you don't have a mindset that you're just going to do whatever it takes to get a block, deflection, steal, disruption, whatever, and not every player can do that. Bam is one of those guys that can, and he just made a heck of a play, because when you see a window and it looks like, hey, they have an advantage, you're thinking, oh, somebody just needs to make a play, and he did. I don't even know if it was a deflection or a block. It was just a really disruptive play and really super disciplined not to jump out of the hole. That would have ended up being an easy lob, right there. But he was really good defensively tonight in all the schemes. He was just super active.
Tyler often says it's never a bad shot unless he misses and coach says it's a bad shot. So he's 1 of 9, I think, on three-pointers until he makes that last one. The confidence is you talk sometimes about irrational confidence, but it seems like he only has nonstop confidence. How important was it that he could step up and take a shot like that and make that 3 when needed to put you ahead?
Well, that's part of Tyler's greatness, that he doesn't let, previous misses or miscues or whatever affect his confidence or assertiveness down the stretch. Close game, clutch game, moment of truth. He's fearless. Hey, if I have any complaints, it's not about the percentages of what he's shooting from 3. I'd like him to shoot 3 or 4 more. I think he got 10 up tonight, but I think he had windows to get 3 or 4 more. He's a brilliantly accurate shooter. If he can find different ways off the ball and coming off screens, off handoffs, behind the screen, I think everybody's scheming him so hard, to keep him out of the paint and limit his playmaking, that can be the great equalizer. Not everybody has that weapon, that he has, but he read the game very well tonight, and you can't base it on percentages. When he shoots open threes, the whole team and the head coach wants him to take those opportunities.
And yet we haven't mentioned Jimmy yet. Is it almost being taken for granted that this is what he does? And on the other hand, that you were able to get him a rest and then you were in a position of advantage during the time that he was off the court so he can come back and be more of himself?
Yeah, we've been building a little bit more confidence with that. And Jimmy's energy and relentlessness and aggressiveness in these kind of minutes, really, it's just super unique. We've had a few moving parts with that second unit, but they've been gaining a little bit more comfort level on how they can impose their will and be effective, be efficient. And then Tyler and Bam can anchor that unit. Kyle gave us a really good boost with that group in his minutes. So we'll continue to try to build on this, and it may look like this, it may not. At this point, with 12 games left, it's just however we need to do it. We just have to do it.
On the same topic, Jimmy, around 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, you guys are down 2, and coming out of a timeout, he ends up taking like early clock, left wing 3, and I'm guessing isn't the play call coming out of the timeout, but how much of it is just letting Jimmy just go and just let him?
The play call out of the side out of bounds was to get him and Bam on that second side. KO was on him and was gapping him appropriately, and you can't do your normal coverage with Jimmy. I guess I'm not giving a trade secret right now. It's very similar to Dwayne. Percentages go out the window. If you're going to give him an open shot to go for a kill, those guys are killers. They're gonna make you pay for that, and that has nothing to do with percentages. That has to do with the competitive will. So he backed off appropriately because foot speed advantage, and he was wide open. And I've seen him, in practice. He can. I'll let him tell that story, but we don't do it very often. But when he shoots that shot, he feels like he can compete against our stickers when we're doing shooting drills. It's a very good shot for him, and he does have to shoot enough of those, to keep defenses honest if they're going to back way off.
Was tonight more in line with what you see in terms of Kyle Lowry's minutes moving forward, and what did you think of his performance in the fourth quarter?
It's all going to be based on the present moment. Yeah, those were appropriate for tonight. I came in with a mindset, and Kyle was on the same page with me that we were going to get this under control, but we're going to build this. We want to set him up for success. He was great in those minutes. As long as the head coach doesn't get out of control and get too competitive and keep him out there forever, he's going to be just fine. He feels great physically. But we don't have a lot of games left, but we do have to be smart about this. And I think the plan is very good, from the training room to the medical staff to Kyle to myself. And then we'll just see. It might look different 2 weeks from now. Who knows?
I know you said with 12 games left, it's kind of whatever it takes to get a win. We don't see you often roll out the 5 subs a la Hubie Brown.
Yeah.
It was only for a few minutes.
I know.
Tonight.
I need a little bit of time to figure this out. We haven't had a lot of these games where we've had so many guys available. We'll see. Second half, I didn't go to that, and I understand, who had to sacrifice for that. It might be game to game. I'm not totally sure yet. And right now, I have a mindset as the coach of this team. There's no other thought than just winning games. It's by any means necessary. Thanks, Coach. Okay, thank you.